You cannot have a true reading of the history of Israel, the history of the whole world, without understanding the secret history of its intelligence service.
They operate in the shadows, striking with precision and secrecy. Their name alone instills fear in their enemies. The Israeli intelligence agency Mossad is one of the world's most feared and efficient spy organizations. But what makes them so dangerous? How do they eliminate their enemies? And what are some of their most sensational missions?
Israel is the country that has used the weapon of targeted killing more than any other country after the Second World War.
Let's dive deep into the world of Mossad, Israel's secret weapon.
Mossad was beyond 9/11.
The origins of Mossad. To understand Mossad's power, we must first understand its origins. Established on December 13, 1949, just a year after Israel's independence, Mossad was created to ensure the survival of the young nation. Surrounded by hostile neighbors, Israel needed an intelligence agency that could operate beyond its borders.
Israel had a long reach, and it would do what it felt was necessary.
Gathering intelligence, disrupting enemy threats, and ensuring national security. Over the years, Mossad transformed from a small intelligence unit into a world-class agency, feared for its ruthless efficiency. How Mossad operates. Mossad isn't just another intelligence agency. It's an organization designed for covert operations, assassinations, and intelligence gathering. Unlike the CIA or MI6, Mossad operates without parliamentary oversight, giving it unparalleled freedom to carry out deadly missions. It has three main divisions. Collections Department. This division gathers human intelligence, using deep cover agents and informants. Special Operations Unit, KIDON. Known as the Bayonet, this elite unit specializes in targeted assassinations, kidnappings, and sabotage.
One thrust at a number of enemy! At the walk! Advance!
Psychological warfare and cyber operations. Mossad has also become a leader in cyber espionage, using cutting-edge technology to cripple enemy networks. How Mossad eliminates its enemies. Mossad has perfected the art of eliminating enemies. Their methods range from car bombs and poison to advanced cyber warfare. They use deception, disguise, and stealth, ensuring no trace is left behind. Mossad agents, often operating under false identities, can spend years tracking their targets before striking. One of their most famous techniques is remote execution, where targets are killed in ways that leave no clear connection to Israel. Sensational missions. Mossad's history is filled with astonishing missions. Let's look at some of their most legendary operations. Operation Finale, 1960, the capture of Adolf Eichmann. Adolf Eichmann, one of the masterminds behind the Holocaust, fled to Argentina after World War II. Mossad agents tracked him for years, eventually abducting him in a daring mission. Disguised as airline staff, Mossad smuggled Eichmann out of Argentina and brought him to Israel, where he stood trial and was executed. Operation Wrath of God, 1972 to 1988. Hunting down Black September. After the 1972 Munich Olympics massacre, where Palestinian terrorist group Black September murdered 11 Israeli athletes, Mossad launched Operation Wrath of God. Over 2 decades, Mossad systematically tracked and assassinated every terrorist involved, striking fear into Israel's enemies. Operation Entebbe, 1976, the legendary hostage rescue. On June 27, 1976, an Air France plane was hijacked by terrorists and taken to Entebbe, Uganda. Israeli hostages were separated from others, signaling a clear threat. Instead of negotiating, Israel sent its elite commandos in a dramatic rescue mission. Under the cover of darkness, Israeli forces stormed the airport, killing the hijackers and rescuing 102 hostages. The entire operation lasted just 90 minutes, cementing Israel's reputation for daring counterterrorism. Assassinations of Iranian nuclear scientists. Iran's nuclear ambitions have long been a threat to Israel. Between 2010 and 2020, Mossad systematically assassinated several top Iranian nuclear scientists. Some were killed by magnetic bombs attached to their cars, while others died in mysterious circumstances. In 2020, Mossad Israeli, the mastermind behind Iran's nuclear program, was eliminated using a remote-controlled machine gun, one of Mossad's most high-tech assassinations. Cyber warfare, a new battlefield. Mossad isn't just about assassinations. It's also a cyber powerhouse. In 2010, Mossad, alongside the CIA, deployed the Stuxnet virus, a sophisticated cyber weapon that crippled Iran's nuclear facilities, setting back their nuclear program by years. This operation proved that Mossad could wage war in cyberspace just as effectively as on the ground. Controversies and Ethics. With such power comes controversy. Mossad's extrajudicial killings and covert operations have raised ethical questions. Many critics argue that assassinating enemies without trial violates international law. Others see Mossad's actions as necessary for Israel's survival in a hostile region. The debate continues, but one thing is certain: Mossad's methods make them one of the most feared intelligence agencies in the world. The future of Mossad. As technology evolves, so does Mossad. With the rise of AI-driven intelligence and cyber warfare, Mossad is adapting, ensuring that it remains at the forefront of global espionage. With new threats emerging from Iran, Hezbollah, and cyber terrorists, the agency's next operations may be even more sophisticated and deadly. Whether seen as protectors or assassins, Mossad remains one of the world's most effective intelligence agencies. Their ability to strike anywhere, anytime, makes them a force to be reckoned with. As long as threats to Israel exist, Mossad will continue to operate in the shadows, watching, waiting, and striking when least expected. This is the world of Mossad, the unseen power of Israel. If you found this documentary insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of intelligence and espionage.